Welcome back to my channel. This is Nikki of Nikki's Homemade Crafts. Let's get started with the Happy Heads Mystery Crochet Along Part 1. I am super excited for this one. It is simply going to make you smile at the end of the mystery crochet along and hopefully throughout as well. We're going to use one skein of yarn. I'm using Premier's Pixie Dust Brights Yarn. We're going to use the entire skein or almost the entire skein. I'm also using a 4mm hook, and we may need some extra accessories or yarn or so at the end, so part 3, but not for now. We're all good, and no worries about that. Quick reminder that down below is a link that takes you to the written pattern of this mystery crochet along part 1. But quick note, that pattern link takes you to the free version that has ads on it. You can totally join my membership that has a huge pattern vault and library vault. There's more than 400 patterns and over 300 video tutorials, so it is definitely worth joining if you want everything ad free and printer friendly, plus get access to exclusive content. The mystery crochet along pattern is in the membership, all ad free. Down below is a link to join the membership. Also, one more quick reminder, I do recommend white yarn for this pattern. However, I think you could totally also use like orange or like purple or black, but I personally believe white will be the best yarn for this project. Just a little hint here on the side. Also, this is a medium yarn, a number 4 yarn, so worsted weighted yarn. But again, you can use something else. You can use any other worsted weighted yarn for this as well, but I really do recommend white yarn. But go for it if you want to use any of the other colors I mentioned. Let's start with a magic ring. I know this yarn is fluffy, it may be hard to see, but I'm going to try my best to really explain it well. I like to make a chain of 1 just to secure my magic ring, but I'm not counting it as a stitch or anything. I like to make an alternative turning chain, which is a stacked single crochet. So that means I make a single crochet first. Now insert my hook into the loop of that single crochet that's closest to my yarn finger. Yarn over and pull through. Now 2 loops again on my hook, yarn over and pull through. That's my alternative turning chain, and it counts as a stitch. Up here are the loops that I go through later when I'm going to do the slip stitches. It counts as a double crochet. You can totally do a chain of 3 and count as a stitch as a substitute if you prefer, but I prefer the alternative turning chain. Now I'm going to add 11 more double crochet stitches to the ring. So that means by the end of the round, you're going to have 12 double crochet stitches in this ring. Then pull your yarn, close the ring, and do a slip stitch to the very first stitch. So I have 12 double crochet stitches now all the way around. And now we're going to start again with either an alternative turning chain or a chain of 3, whichever you prefer. Both of them are counted as a double crochet. So my alternative turning chain right here. And now we're going to place another double crochet in the exact same stitch, still counting as a stitch, of course. And now we're going to place 2 double crochets per stitch all the way around. You will end up with 24 stitches at the end of the round. Once you're done, you're going to slip stitch to the very first stitch, and now we're going to continue to the next round. In the next round, you're going to crochet 1 double crochet or an equivalent, which is for me the alternative turning chain, as the very first stitch. Now in the next stitch, you're going to crochet 2 double crochet stitches, and now you're going to repeat that. So 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 double crochets in the following. Now go ahead and do that all the way around. You will end up with 36 stitches by the end of the round. Then slip stitch to the very first stitch, and now we're going to continue to the next round. You're going to start again with an alternative turning chain, chain of 3 or some kind of equivalent. Now in the next stitch, 1 double crochet, and in the following stitch, 2 double crochet stitches. And then you repeat that. So 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 double crochets in the following stitch. Now do this all the way around. By the end of the round, slip stitch to the first stitch, and now we're going to continue to the following round. You're going to crochet again some kind of alternative to a double crochet. I'm still doing my alternative turning chain, and then you're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So that makes it 3 double crochets in a row. And then we're going to do 2 double crochets in the following stitch. And now you repeat that. So 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And then 2 double crochets in the following stitch. Now go ahead and do that all the way around. At the end of the round, again, do a slip stitch to the very first stitch. And now we're going to do 1 more round of increases. So you're going to do an alternative turning chain or chain of 3 or some kind of equivalent of a double crochet. And then you're going to crochet 1 double crochet for the next 3 stitches. So that makes it 4 double crochets in a row. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now an increase. So 2 double crochets in the following stitch. Now you're going to repeat that. 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches and then an increase all the way around. By the end of the round, again, slip stitch to the very first stitch. Now you're going to crochet 9 rounds of just double crochet stitches. So you start with an alternative turning chain or chain of 3 or some kind of equivalent of a double crochet. And then you're just going to crochet 1 double crochet per stitch. And when you hit the end of the round, you're going to do a slip stitch per normal and keep going. So that means rounds 7 through 15 are all double crochet stitches, 1 per stitch. And once you're done, it's going to look like this. I know it looks like a beanie and you're like, oh my gosh, I already know what you're making. Well, you won't. Yes, we're making a wearable for a head, but you already kind of knew that, right? Because I wrote that on the Mystery Crochet Along page that we're making a happy heads pattern for a headwear pattern to make you smile. Well, we're not quite done yet. So this is only part 1. And yes, you can weave in your ends, all good to go. So this is part 1. And now you need to just post your pictures. So go ahead and take your picture of your part 1, which for now looks like a beanie. And go ahead and post it into the Facebook group with the corresponding hashtag for this Mystery Crochet Along. I want to see yours so bad. So go ahead and do so. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, or let us know if you're loving this Mystery Crochet Along so far. How many Mystery Crochet Alongs have you been part of? Because I've been doing them for, I don't know, almost 2 years, every single month. It's so much fun. Anyways, let me see your pictures and then get ready for part 2 in a couple of days. You will see it appear on the right shortly if the Mystery Crochet Along's been live for a while. Otherwise, I'll see you guys back here for part 2. Be sure to like, comment, and share this video. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the bell to get a notification next time I'm publishing a video or go live. Now go ahead and watch the next video. You're going to want to, I promise you do.